morning. Welcome back to Tapping Into You with TAPNGRL. I got Lisa here with me again. We're going to get to all that in a minute. First, I wanted to welcome you back. I want to let you know that what we do here on Tapping Into You with TAPNGRL is we discuss, implement, work our way around the tapping technique. What is the tapping technique? The tapping technique is basically acupuncture, acupressure, if you will. It's acupuncture without the needles. What we do is it's a way to dispense stress, anxiety, and anything else from the body so that then we can get into more unlimited and move forward. Now, I can give you the science and all that stuff, but this is a 24-minute show. Go back and watch some of the other shows. Find me. This is the most amazing technique. I just worked with somebody a couple weeks ago who, even though they knew other techniques, said, oh my gosh, this blew the roof off of what I was doing. I say it all the time, there's nothing else like tapping. Tapping was developed in the 1980s by Gary Craig, so if you think this is a new thing, it is not. It's been around for over 30 years, and it is really starting to take off here. Let's see. It comes under the heading of energy psychology. The reason for that is we bring together the ancient science of the body's meridian systems that were mapped out by the Chinese thousands of years ago, along with looking at the psychological aspects of what we've got. Now, the bottom line is always we are looking for the negative emotion to dispense from the body. That's why today we're going to be talking about expecting a little bit like we did last time, but we're also going to be implementing some of the EFT basics again about how to find your target. I'm going to get to you in just a minute, Lisa. Fine. You've all seen her before. If you haven't been here before, then just jump in and join along because you can do what we call borrowing benefits. First, I want to thank my sponsors that make it so that we can be here to share this amazing technique with you. We want to thank Logan Street Signs and Banners. They specialize in last-minute signs and banners. You can find them in Hamilton County. They are, their phone number is 317-773-7200. Also, Noblesville Trophies. They offer a large range of products, and you can find them at 317-773-7391. Check them out. Give them a call. They can help you with all your last-minute stuff where you let it go till the very end, and now they got to save your butt. So now what I also want to tell you is I'm not a doctor, and I am not trained as a psychologist. So if you're under a doctor's care, if you're getting some kind of psychotherapy, you can use this in conjunction with that, but stay under the care of that doctor, and you need to take responsibility for your own emotional well-being when you tap along with us. Okay, so now having said that, I'd like to introduce Lisa.
Hello.
Hello. And I want you to know that she is a Reiki master and an essential oils distributor. And I want Lisa to talk here for a minute or two to tell you about not just what she does, how to find her, and then a little bit about the combo she's got.
Okay. Well, hi everybody. Glad to see you guys back. And thanks, Colette. Reiki Master, working with your energy, finding blocks, getting them a little bit cleared, giving you some peace, relief, calm, insight into what's going on. The essential oils that I do, I'm Young Living distributor. I work with the oils. I make combos. Particular oils have particular properties. I think we talked about in another session. With pain relief, emotional relief, encouraging all kinds of things, and memories. I think we talked before about memories. Certain scents bring back memories, wonderful memories. So I do that. I did create an expectation, and it's got evergreen essence, lemon, and I think there's some peppermint in there, and it's just really refreshing.
Boy, I really got the evergreen today.
I know. See, I did not smell this much evergreen the last time, and it's the same
either.
oil. It's the same
it's the same oil, and for some reason the evergreen's popping out.
Yeah.
Now it's also interesting you said pain because that's going to be our target in just a little bit. The reason I say that is last time we talked about expectations, and I explained to you that you get what you expect. Okay, now I have private clients say to me, but I wasn't thinking about that. Our thoughts and way of thinking are so rote that you don't even know what you expect anymore because it's boom, it's right there.
I attest to that.
Yes. So what happens is, and what I say to people is, if you get what you expect, why not start, and I'm going to put in 2 more words,
Okay.
mindfully and deliberately expecting what you want. Okay, and I also teach law of attraction. So our whole life experience, whether you believe it or not, is the stories we tell. Okay, they have a vibrational influence. So if I keep telling the story of what happened that I don't want, okay, my body mind connection and all that does not know the difference between it happened, it's happening, or it's going to happen. Same with the story you make up. So if I'm walking around saying I love having more than enough money that I can ever spend, I love gifting people, and I'm really getting myself into the feeling place of having that money, and I'm going to say it this way, the yummy goodness of that. Okay, everybody knows how good it feels when you feel affluent.
Right.
Did you know affluent, the root word comes from to flow?
Oh.
See, money is circulation.
Flowing.
It's just energy. It's
Yeah.
just a symbol. Okay, so let's go back and talk for just a second about when we were talking about expectations and people have an awareness. Lisa said she had a big aha awareness with the expectations. So why don't you tell us about that?
Okay, and you talk about not realizing that you yourself, you've got these stories and these thoughts already in your mind. A relationship that I have, a friend of mine, doing some discussion and talking when we get together, and I just started feeling like my thoughts, my beliefs, my gifts were not really, they were kind of glossed over, not appreciated, and it was kind of weighing on me. We had the tapping show, and as I'm driving home, I'm thinking, expectations. Okay, I got that from her, and then I realized that, you know what, I was expecting that. I didn't realize that I had kind of told myself, I don't know when it got there, but it was there, that, you know what, this is what she would be. This is what she would do. This is how she would react.
Did you happen to go one step further and say, oops, I'm not very good at appreciating me? Okay, good.
Yeah, because then I realized, because that's the thing that you've got to get to is that, you know what, it starts with me.
Right. And and listen, I say this all the time, everything that you have right now, you practice your way to in thoughts, ideas, and beliefs. Everything that you want, same, you're going to practice your way to it. So that means, and this is where you can even use the tapping, okay? To start to tap, just go to that eyebrow spot and you can say, today I'm willing to love and appreciate myself.
Today I'm willing to love and appreciate myself.
Yeah, side of the eye. Today I am willing to love and appreciate myself.
Today I am willing to love and appreciate myself.
Under the eye. Today I am willing to look for and find.
Today I'm willing to look for and find.
Things to appreciate about myself.
Things to appreciate about myself.
Under the nose. Of course I could practice this more.
Of course I can practice this more.
Chin. Now just, do you feel the ease in that instead of, oh, I'm not very good at appreciating myself. Now, if you want to beat yourself up like that, you can. Just make sure you're tapping. Because then it will shift.
It'll move, right.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So the things that I really want to talk about now are that all of our emotions have information for us. We're used to categorizing. That's a bad emotion. That's a good emotion. Okay. Let's just call them all good in that they have information for me. Okay. So yes, sadness feels bad or anger feels bad. What?
I was just thinking, we're talking about thoughts, but I mean like events. The emotions and the things that we feel, they're good because they're lessons to learn. Things that happen in our life, events that happen. I mean, even that's the same thing.
Yes.
You're thinking about, oh my gosh, why did that happen?
Right.
But you know what? There's a lesson to be learned. So it's all.
And when you remember that every seeming lesson you create, you create for the evolution of your own soul. So a lot of people will say everything happens for a reason, and I go, yes. It's called your vibration. You create every lesson that you receive. So the faster you get to the meat of it and go, okay, what's in this for me?
Right.
Oh, they make me so angry. Okay, why am I angry? Why am I matched to angry? How do I do anger? You see, that's the magic in this. So let's remember this is called emotional freedom technique, AKA tapping, okay? The reason I say that is it's so easy for us to forget when we're tapping that what we're looking to clear is the negative emotional attachment, okay? So 2 really good questions that you can ask yourself let's just use the example of pain.
Right.
Okay, let's say, and I'm going to just tell you, I was contacted by a lady who is over the age of 80
Okay.
and wants to know if they're a good candidate for tapping. First of all, everyone's a candidate for tapping on every single issue. You can use tapping for anything and everything. Gary Craig says, try it on try it on everything. I did that backwards. Try it on everything and be persistent. Okay, so let's just say, because this person has a little bit of depression and some arthritis. Let's go to the pain, okay? So what you want to ask yourself, and we're going to jump right into tapping on this, okay? And I'm going to show you how easy it is to navigate it. And the reason I want to do this, again, this is kind of like a little bit of a refresher, how to get back to the basics so you can start getting some relief. So let's say I have a physical ailment, and I expect, getting back to my expecting, that I expect today I'm going to have pain.
Yep.
Okay?
It's cloudy, it's rainy. I'm going to have the ache.
Oh, I'm going to have the aches and the pain. Okay, good one.
Okay.
First, we want to rate it. Okay, how high is my expectation that I'm going to have pain today? Let's just say it's an 8 or a 9.
Yep.
Okay, and in that awareness, I now go to the karate chop, and we do the karate chop for what we call our setup phrase, and this is where we address it. Okay, even though I expect to have pain today,
Even though I expect to have pain today,
I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself.
I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself.
And even though I do expect to have pain today,
And even though I do expect to have pain today,
I love and appreciate myself.
I love and appreciate myself.
And even though I expect to have pain today,
And even though I expect to have pain today,
just like yesterday,
just like yesterday,
and I probably will tomorrow,
and I probably will tomorrow,
I deeply and profoundly
I deeply and profoundly
love and accept myself anyway.
love and accept myself anyway.
Okay, let's go to the eyebrow. This pain I expect to have today.
This pain I expect to have today,
Side of the eye, I expect to have pain today.
I expect to have pain today.
Under the eye, I do expect to have pain today.
I do expect to have pain today.
Under the nose, all this pain I'm expecting.
All this pain I'm expecting.
Chin, all this pain I'm expecting today.
All this pain I'm expecting today.
Collarbone, I am expecting to have pain.
I am expecting to have pain.
Under the arm, I had pain yesterday.
I had pain yesterday.
Top of the head, I'm expecting more today.
I'm expecting more today.
Okay, take a nice breath. Let's just do another round and kind of, you might have already noticed that expectation, that fear,
Right.
come down a little bit. This always makes me burp. I'm sorry. I'm sitting here trying not to burp because when you start tapping, whether it's burping, yawning, hiccuping, crying, you
sighing.
start to have release. Okay, so let's go back to the eyebrow. What if I have less pain today?
What if I have less pain today?
Side of the eye. What if I have less pain?
What if I have less pain?
Under the eye. What if it were possible for me to have less pain today?
What if it was possible for me to have less pain today?
Under the nose. What if in my acknowledgement of this pain,
What if in my acknowledgement of this pain,
chin, I actually find that I expect less?
I actually find that I expect less?
Collarbone. What if I can already feel the tension come down?
What if I can already feel the tension come down?
Under the arm. What if I get to the bottom of some of this pain?
What if I get to the bottom of some of this pain?
Top of the head. There is probably a negative emotion
There is probably a negative emotion
attached to this pain.
attached to this pain.
Now take a nice breath. Let it out. If you followed along, and I hope you did, depending on what your issue is, it doesn't matter. Just follow along with this. You probably got some relief, some relaxation. Now, here's where the magic of tapping comes in. If I say to myself, when I have that pain, what's the negative emotion that I feel? How does having that pain make me feel? Okay. Now, if I've had that pain day in, day out for a while, because I've been dealing with, what do they call it, autoimmune, whether it's arthritis or MS or whatever, I would never say I can heal that. I can say that we can go to the symptoms and try and get you relief. Okay.
Right.
So let's say having that pain every day feels debilitating. It feels helpless. It makes me angry, okay? I feel deflated and hopeless, okay? So what you can do is kind of find the one that's biggest. If the anger part's bigger or the hopeless part's bigger, okay? This is the last chance I've got for something to try and help me get out of pain. Well, that's helpless. Okay? So now what we do is We rate the helplessness that we feel with that pain. Okay, it's probably a 10. Okay, and we go back to the karate chop.
Okay.
All right, take a nice breath. Even though this pain makes me feel so helpless,
Even though this pain makes me feel so hopeless,
I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself anyway.
I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself anyway.
And even though this pain makes me feel so helpless,
And even though this pain makes me feel so helpless,
I love and appreciate myself anyway.
I love and appreciate myself anyway.
And even though this pain makes me feel so helpless,
And even though this pain makes me feel helpless,
it's okay.
it's okay.
I'm going to be okay.
I'm really going to be okay.
Eyebrow. Now we're just addressing how the pain makes you feel. Okay, ready? All this helplessness I feel from this pain.
All this helplessness I feel from this pain.
Side of the eye. This pain makes me feel so helpless.
This pain makes me feel so helpless.
Under the eye. I hate this helplessness I feel from this pain.
I hate the helplessness that I feel from this pain.
Under the nose. Here comes another helpless feeling day.
Here comes another helpless feeling day.
Chin. All this helplessness I feel around this pain.
All this helplessness I feel around this pain.
Collarbone. I wonder if this helplessness reminds me of another time.
I wonder if this helplessness reminds me of another time.
Under the arm. A time I felt helpless.
A time I felt helpless.
Top of the head. And my body's sending me information
My body is sending me information
by way of pain
by way of pain
to let me know I have this negative stuff in there.
to let me know I have this negative stuff in there.
Take a nice breath. Now, it is not unusual for the magic of tapping for you to now have a memory or a time come up where you felt this kind of helpless. I don't care if it was third grade.
Right.
And the teacher made you stand up in front of everybody and say why you don't have your homework. Or somebody called you a name in front of your peers and it felt absolutely helpless to even be able to protect yourself. Now, that means this pain that's coming up, okay, has been trying to get your attention for years.
All this time.
Okay? And now it's bad enough that you're paying attention. Now, I know this sounds wacky to people, but depending on where you even have this pain in your body, you can even talk to your body. Let's say that that pain is in your hands. Let's say you have arthritic pain in your hand.
Right.
You can say, you can just put your hand on your hand and say, I'm here, hand, and I'm listening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm here, hand, and I'm listening.
What is it that you want me to know?
And what do you want me to know?
Now, you're not going to hear your hand coming out and going, here's what I want you to know. Okay, you just got to kind of practice
Right.
these things, okay?
Right.
But let's say that third grade instance did pop up in your mind. Or let's say you got divorced. And let's say in your first marriage you felt so helpless, okay? And then you decide, okay, so bing, 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 my
Yeah,
mind
all
is now
kinds of-
flashing to the relationship I had where I felt bullied and helpless. Okay?
Right.
Let's go back
Got it.
here. Even though this pain reminds me
Even though this pain reminds me
of when I felt bullied and helpless.
of when I felt bullied and helpless.
Ooh, did you feel that?
Yeah.
Did you, I almost felt like
Yeah.
crying. Oh
Uh-huh.
my God,
Yeah.
I love this stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
I love and accept myself anyway.
I love and accept myself anyway.
And even though this pain
And even though this pain
that I've lived with for years
that I've lived with for years
reminds me of when I felt
reminds me of when I felt
so bullied and helpless.
so bullied and helpless.
And I love and accept all of me.
And I love and accept all of me.
And this pain that came forward
And this pain that came forward
to show me what's really going on.
to show me what's really going on.
And even though
And even though
this pain reminds
this
me
pain reminds
of
me
when I felt so bullied and helpless,
of when I felt so bullied and helpless.
I like feeling connected to this understanding.
I like feeling connected to this understanding.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Okay, here we go to the eyebrow. This pain reminds me of feeling bullied and helpless.
This pain reminds me of feeling bullied and helpless.
Oh, I remember that instance.
I remember that instance.
Under the eye, I remember that person.
And I remember that person.
Under the nose, I remember the words they said.
And I remember the words they said.
Chin, I remember how helpless I felt.
I remember how helpless I felt.
Collarbone, here we go. To protect myself.
To protect myself.
See how we always get to that base thing? Yeah,
Right.
under the arm. They made me feel so helpless.
They made me feel so helpless.
Top of the head. Like I wasn't safe and secure.
Like I wasn't safe and secure.
Take a nice breath. Now, even with that little bit of tapping we've done, you can go back in and measure your pain. And chances are you're going to feel it come down.
Interesting.
Yeah. So the two biggies that you want to do, I always have trouble figuring out where this goes. The two biggies that you want to figure out and do is, first you just want to address it. Actually, three things. First, just address it. Okay? I'm feeling this pain. I'm really mad right now. Okay? Whatever it is. Okay? Then ask yourself, how does this make me feel? Because we're looking for an emotion word.
The emotion.
Okay? Then we want to tap on the
that.
memory that comes up.
Okay.
Okay? You can do that over and over and over and over and over again, with or without me. Okay?
Right.
You can come back to the show and watch it over and over again. Tap those little sequence we did. Put it on pause in between. Tap on your own memory. Okay, there's a fantastic thing that happens with tapping. It's called borrowing benefits. I just looked up and saw 333. Called borrowing benefits. Borrowing benefits means, okay, and I tell people, associate this like prayer. Okay, when one or more are gathered. Energy is energy, whether you call it prayer or not prayer. Every thought you think and speak is a prayer.
Right.
Okay? Now, I want to talk about this for just a second, and that is, we're back to, a lot of people don't like the negativity of tapping. Okay? Because they're saying, ooh, in this learn the positive world, we're not supposed to talk about that.
Oh, don't talk about the negative.
Right.
Oh.
And all I'm telling you is this. We are saying the words that are in there that you're just not saying. It's actually backwards. By tapping on those words and that negativity, we allow that out.
Yeah.
So that now we got more room for the great stuff.
The good.
Yeah. And we can even do what I've termed posi tapping. Okay, positive tapping. We can go in afterwards and we can just do this, clean up like this. Okay, ready? We don't even need setup. Just go to the eyebrow. In fact, I'm going to have more of these on my timeline because a lady who really writes awesome posts wants me to start putting her posts to my tapping.
Okay.
Okay, so go to the eyebrow. I'm so grateful to know about this memory.
I'm so grateful to know about this memory.
Side of the eye. I'm so grateful to be aware of how that memory felt.
I'm so grateful to be aware of how that memory felt.
Under the eye. I like knowing that I am powerful.
I like knowing that I am powerful.
Under the nose. And that I can find this negative garbage.
And that I can find this negative garbage.
Chin, tap it out.
And tap it out.
Collarbone, give it a voice.
Give it a voice.
Under the arm. Let my power come back up.
Let my power come back up.
Top of the head so I can posi tap.
So I can posi tap.
Into the things I do want.
Into the things that I do want.
Eyebrow. I love feeling healthy and well.
I love feeling healthy and well.
Side of the eye. I love my strong body.
I love my strong body.
You see, now this should be easier for you to take in and say based on the negative stuff we already got out of the way. I like knowing that my body felt well before.
I like knowing that my body felt well before.
And that I can get it to feeling better again.
And then I could get it to feeling better again.
I like feeling relief from pain.
I like feeling relief from pain.
It makes me feel so empowered.
It makes me feel so empowered.
I allow myself to feel good.
I allow myself to feel good.
Because feeling good is the work.
Because feeling good is the work.
Take a breath. Okay. I want to thank my sponsors again. Noblesville Trophies at 317-773-7391. And also Logan Street Signs and Banners. You can call them at 317-773-7200. Look them up and find them. They are the reason we're able to sit here with you today. Now, having said that, I want to let you know that 9/13, next Tuesday, we're doing all girls tapping, 6:30, my house. If you've not been before, shoot me a note on Facebook, find me on Gmail, find me somewhere. It's very, very affordable. We do it in group, and it pretty usually much is a wowzer.
Yep.
We are going to be doing some other really cool things in November. There's going to be a spa day at a place called Good Journeys where you get to pay a fee and do all kinds of healing modalities. Yes, 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 yes. And let's see what else we got going on. We'll be back here maybe in 2 weeks. Okay, that's the 22nd. Let's see. Tell them about you again real fast.
Again, you know what? Reiki Healing, essential oils, 317-750-2445. Give me a text.
Yes. And if you want to sit here with me, with us,
Yes.
send me a note. We would love to work on a real issue with you.
yes.
And for that, I'm going to say we're signing out for today. Until you see us next time, you keep tapping into you.
Very good.